Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Relationship Smoke. I am C, and this is.
Come on, they already know who I am. Come on. It's Black Logan, everybody. What's up, everybody out there? Everybody that's watching this video. We're finally back with another one of our topics today.
What's today's topic?
And the topic is you know the topic better than I know it. So
Well, how you guys been
we've
doing?
been having this discussion the other night.
I don't know. Let's just talk. We talk all the time, so
All
let's
right.
just talk. Let's talk about how our relationship is perceived by other people.
Why does our relationship? It should be just relationships in general, how they may be perceived by other people.
It could be, but I can only talk about my relationship. I can't talk about other people's relationship because I don't know. And I can only speak about my experiences. And the reason why I say that, y'all, believe it or not, I've lost friends behind relationships. I don't know why, but I guess it's because I tend to compare my relationship to everyone else. In other words, because Black Logan and I have such a good relationship, I automatically assume that if I have a so-called friend and they're in a relationship, that their relationship is as good as ours. Because I leave it in the back of my head, and I don't think sometimes people, they're in relationships and they're really not good relationships. They're not healthy relationships. They're not two-sided relationships. And that totally slipped my mind and caused me to lose a couple of friends. So let's talk about it, Logan.
When you mean two-sided, what do you mean by two-sided?
When I say a two-sided relationship, sometimes two people can be in a relationship but not be on the same page, and one person is halfway in the relationship and the other person has no idea that they're halfway in the relationship. Meaning that you think you got a man coming home to you every night, meanwhile he going home to Sally when you thinking he at work. That's what we talking about.
Hey, that remind me of this guy that was helping me out. Remember, because well, my mother was here this past weekend, and she needed some things done, so I had got some help from an associate of mine, right? And we was having a conversation about other associates that we knew from certain work that we do, and there was a guy named Hitman. Wait a minute.
Name.
Wait a minute. No, Hitman. Who knows? Nobody knows Hitman. Hitman is a nickname.
Somebody might know his nickname.
So there's plenty of hitmans out there. They don't. That I don't have to be speaking of that specific one.
Okay.
Right. And well.
Did he kill people?
No, he didn't kill anybody.
So how he get the name Hitman? He a fake hitman?
It's just that's just the name they gave him, man, because he, I don't know. I showed up. They say Hitman, so that's his name. I just start calling the brother Hitman. So, one day, this was on a particular job that I was doing, and one day I came in, and they had this picture on the bulletin board. They had this picture on the bulletin board, so I'm looking. At first I thought it was like a wanted picture, but it wasn't a wanted. He wasn't wanted by anyone, but his family was looking for him because he was missing. It was a missing picture, like one of those on the milk carton. From back in the days, or the ones that you see if you go in like a Walmart or something like that. So I was like, wow, this dude is missing. I just seen him
Somebody
the
bumped
other
him
day.
off?
I just seen him the other day, so we didn't know he was missing. He was missing for a long time, right? And well, eventually he was found, right? But it comes to find out that he had a whole entire other family. He had a whole entire
Whoa.
other family that he was, he was there. At the time. I think
So his first
he was
family
missing-
couldn't find him because he was with the other family.
he was missing for months.
That sounds like
He was
something
missing
that needs
for-
to be on a.
He was missing for months, and they didn't know that. Nobody knew he had another family. Man, he kept that secret for.
Was it in another country or something?
No, it was in the same
City?
Same city. Yeah,
Wow.
same city.
That's what I'm talking about.
So-
some people think that they're in a
It was-
good relationship, and I don't know.
It was just shocking to the mind when it was discovered that that's what it was.
Well, did he ever go back to his original family?
I have no idea. But, after that, I was like, wow, and then whole entire another family, man. You got time for that? I barely got time for mine. Shoot. I barely got time for my family, man.
Well, yeah, it's crazy because, like I said, I really value the relationship I have with Black Logan, and I just feel like everyone is in the same space. And I guess being naive, not thinking, I wasn't trying to downplay anything, but I just feel like if you're in a relationship, let it be a relationship that you want to be in. People are in relationships for a lot of different reasons. It could be financial. It could just be security. It could be, I don't know what reason, but for me, if I'm not happy, I'm not staying there. That's just me. You have got to be kidding. Gotta be, how much money would make me stay in a relationship that I'm not happy in? That's crazy.
Money make you stay in a relationship?
No, that's what I'm saying. Why would you stay in a relationship? Is it because you want to say you have a woman? You want to say you have a man? You want to say you have a partner? That's crazy. I just can't see it.
You have some, you have a lot of relationships that are based off of, superficial things,
What a person can do for you.
What a person can do for you, materialism, it could just be based off of, just like you said, this person, the person that they may be involved with, from the female side, she may have been in, a few relationships, and she's just tired of this and that. It wasn't working out, and she's getting up there in age. She may want certain things. She may want children, and certain things. If she doesn't have any, and then she may look at the person, and that person may be the last train leaving. She's up there. She may be in, you can get married at any age, but particular, a lot of people get married in their 30s. When they get up there, and they feel time is of the essence. They want to do certain things as far as from that aspect of life, because
in my opinion, you could do whatever you want to do, whether you by yourself or whether you with somebody else. Because if you want to have children,
but it's more of a significance. There's more. It says more. I'm looking at it from female aspect. A lot of females are conditioned, right, from when they're little, into that getting married. You understand? The getting married, the house, the picket fence, all of that, the Cinderella ball, all of that stuff.
Well, you don't need to be married to have that.
You don't need to be married to have that, but people are conditioned, right? Specifically women, right?
How you speaking about women?
But a lot of them are conditioned from what they show in media, what other people in their family may say. They begin to, how you gonna get a man doing this, that, and the other? You don't get no man to marry you doing this, that, and the other, right? That's been the narrative. That's been a narrative from before, and they figure they may have to be a certain way, act a certain way, or do certain things to
get a man or a woman.
To get a man.
So what happens when you
I should say get a husband, right?
When you do all of those things and you get the quote unquote husband that's not a full husband and he just out there roaming the streets, what you do then? You just sit there happy and put on the facade that, oh, I have a husband, and he's not a husband to you, because everybody else know that the husband is not a husband to you. He a husband to everybody else, the neighbor, the sister, the brother, everybody. You just sit there and be naive. Is that how it works?
I can't speak from that aspect. You know what I'm saying? It's based on what, because all I can do is speak from my perspective. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It comes from, right, that you're not basing the relationship on what it's supposed to be based on. Okay.
What is it supposed to be based on?
What is our relationship based on? Let me ask you, what is our relationship based on?
You got a lot of money and I want it.
Yeah, right.
Hey!
Yeah, right.
I be in the pockets, y'all.
All right.
That's not true.
Our relationship is based off of what?
It's based on a friendship.
Okay.
Bingo.
Wait. Stop.
He cuts me off, but it's all right.
Right? Stop. Because I'm trying to show you something. Number one, that's what it's supposed to be, right? Once you establish a strong friendship, right, everything else will follow. You understand? And I'm not just talking about, friendship is a solid bond. Is a solid bond, and in order to really call somebody a friend, right, and to have a real solid relationship with an individual, I'm sorry, y'all gotta go through some stuff, man. Y'all gonna be tested even before anybody put a ring on anybody's finger, walk down the aisle and say I do. Emotions gonna be tested.
That's
you know
the
what
truth.
I'm saying? Finances gonna be tested.
That's
you know
the
what I'm saying? It may be distance involved. You understand what I'm saying? Other individuals may try to, may come into your path. You understand? To throw you guys off of the trajectory that you going in.
To make you think that you're not, or you're not headed the right way, to make you think that, I don't know, that they're the one. Other people, come in the way. But to speak on that, I'm just saying that for me, I don't believe that I could sit in a relationship that I am unhappy in. I just don't understand what it takes. I can't understand what it takes to do that, because you have to come home every day and you have to sit and you have to live in your truth. I'm not saying that Black Logan and I are perfect. I'm not saying that we don't fight, because we fight. You understand? But you have to know yourself in order to know, is this really what you want? Are you putting on a show for everybody? Or this is truly your life? Are you emotionally attached to this person? Is this the person that's making you happy? Are you sitting home wondering and crying and stressing every night? Is that a relationship? I don't think so.
Man, you used to stress over me.
When?
You used to stress over me.
I used to stress you out.
You still stress me out.
But I ain't never stressed over you.
Yes, you did. You used to stress over
The reason why I ain't stressed over him, because I knew in my heart, like I said in a previous video, if somebody is for you, they will be for you. And I believe all in all that Black Logan was for me. When he came back to me after 10 or more years, I basically told him, go out there and do what you want to do. You ain't ready yet. Did I not?
I ain't ready. I wasn't ready yet.
Because you told me you wasn't ready. You said I have to get myself together, and I was not going to play that game with you.
No, because you didn't believe you didn't believe what I was you didn't believe what I was telling you like was true. You may have heard that before from whoever else.
That's the point.
What I'm saying?
That's the point.
And like I said before, because you wanted like to see me once we got in contact with each other. You wanted to see me like right away, like yo, let's
Yes, I wanted to see you right away.
Let's hook up and go on
Come over
go on a
here
date or whatever.
Let's go.
And
What you waiting on?
And I was
you
like,
called me, right?
And I was like, nah. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and that's when I was like, nah, because you playing games. You called me. What you called me for?
No, it wasn't.
You called me for the midnight calls?
All right.
Is that what you called me for?
No, it wasn't about.
Well,
that.
that's the
Come
thing.
on, we already went through that.
We went through that. But I'm just saying that to say, men, sometimes they tell you that they're not ready. And you sit there and you formulate in your mind this whole relationship, this whole fantasy in your head. Meanwhile, that the man is telling you that he ain't there with you. You have to hear that and you have to receive it and say, am I going to sit here until he get ready, or will he ever get ready? Who knows if he's ever going to get ready?
Well, see, I'm going to tell you another thing, right? In some, on a certain level, you know what I'm saying? You're not really supposed to sit and wait on anybody.
Exactly.
Right? But, right, if somebody's telling you, if you, okay, you know, you feel a certain way about this person, right? Or y'all feel a certain way about each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then if a person is saying, okay, they're doing A, B, and C in order to establish a foundation and getting themselves in order first, right? Okay, saying and doing is two different things. You understand?
That's correct.
And that's where you hold that person accountable by their actions. You know what I'm saying? That's where you were supposed to hold me accountable by my actions. I wasn't just talking, and that's the point. That's what you weren't seeing. You were so focused on the talk from hearing,
and I didn't want to hear the talk.
And hearing but you were hearing talks before I even stepped back in the picture. You were
That's
hearing,
why I knew
you were hearing the talk,
I didn't want to hear the talk.
But you weren't looking at the action, and that was your mistake. You understand?
Okay, Vanna.
No, that was your mistake.
That was my mistake.
That was one of the mistakes that you made, and then a lot of other people make that mistake too. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you can listen to what people saying. You can hold a person to their words, right? But right, I listen to what people say, right? Mm-hmm. And that's on any level. But I look and see what they're doing, right?
That's
I
right.
hold them accountable to their actions.
Your actions have to match up with your words.
Your actions have to match up with your words.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's how you warrant, and that's how you can gauge where a relationship is going as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? You pay attention to the actions.
Right. But what I'm saying on that aspect is that there's a lot of people that they hear one thing from a person, it's what they want to hear, but they're not listening to the full aspect of the word. Like if a man said, yeah, I want to get married one day. Okay, and you've been with this man 10 years and you ain't married yet. He never said he wanted to marry you one day. He just said he want to get married one day. Right or wrong?
But that's whose fault is that?
But you're sitting there saying, okay, he does want to get married one day, but he's not ready.
But whose fault is that?
That's the fault that I didn't want to take. When you say you wasn't ready, I wasn't about to sit around and wait.
But we weren't even on that level of talking
No, but
about marriage.
we weren't talking about marriage, but you were saying, I got to get myself together. And in my mind, that was just a trigger. Like, oh, you got to get yourself together. So when you going to get together? I got to wait for you to get together? No, I'm not. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can be caught in a situation where your whole life, you're waiting for a man to get together.
But what happened?
I don't know what happened.
What happened?
What happened?
Obviously something happened because obviously something happened.
What happened?
Because
what happened? What happened? Tell me what happened.
You had to change your heart or something? You had to change your heart, huh? You know? I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying?
It's magic.
It's magic, huh? You know.
It's magic.
Obviously, you know, you started paying attention to my actions. You started seeing my actions right or wrong. You started seeing my actions.
You
My
started
action.
acting
No.
on your words.
No.
You started acting
no,
on your words.
I was always acting on my words, because if I wasn't acting on my words, right, we wouldn't be in front of this camera, you know, talking to all these people here, or trying to give some, you know, trying to give advice from our perspective, right? Okay, so you started paying attention to my actions more, instead of what I was saying. Then you really started listening to what was coming out my mouth when you started seeing my actions, right?
Okay, you're right.
Okay, and that's what it should be, right?
But what happens to a person that is just getting words and they're living based on words, based on promises, and nothing ever comes forward? You ever hear people in relationships or been engaged for like 19 years? What?
It's like that Wu-Tang Clan song.
What?
It's just like that Wu-Tang song.
What's the song?
Shame on a nigga that tried to run game on
Oh
a nigga.
my God.
That's what
I don't
it
even
is.
know that song, y'all, so I'm sorry.
You know, that's what it is. You know, but eventually, but it's not even it's not even game. It's just when people get complacent and comfortable, right? And with the situation, it could come from the male end. You know, it could come from the female end. The female like, well, I'm not gonna push it. You know, he's doing this, that, and other, because she may be afraid that, okay, if she pushes the
issue,
he may walk away. He may leave. But if you're together with somebody for that long, you're married any damn way. So you might as well, you know, just make it official. You
tell
know
that to the IRS. Tell that to the IRS.
No, you're not going there.
Tell that to your children.
We're not going.
Tell that to
there.
your children.
But you have to be. But they have to be. Well, there's certain things they have to be in a certain. They have to be in a certain position in order to get married. Because, you know, once two people get together, they take on, you know, and from that aspect of when they say I do, you know, once they sign that contract, because that's what marriage really is. You know what I'm saying? Once they sign that contract, they take on all the other person's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right? They're going to take on that person. If a person's in debt, you're going to take on that person's debt.
That's
right. You know what I'm saying? You're going to take on all those, any issue the other person has, right? Automatically becomes your issue as well.
That's right. That's true.
That's
true. But I don't believe still someone should sit somewhere that they're unhappy. And there's a lot of people out there doing that. And that's why I've lost friends, because I'm thinking that my friends are in a happy relationship. My so-called, I thought it was a friend or think it's friend. And I'm talking about my life, not bragging, because I'm proud of what I have. So I speak on it. Meanwhile, somebody could be sitting there and they angry at what you're telling them. You're not telling them something to brag, because in my mind, you're in a relationship too. And then you're telling somebody something about your relationship, and then you got the friend, they're talking to you. So you're thinking things are good, but in the back of their mind, they hating on you. Why? Why is that? Why?
I don't know.
Because they're looking at themselves in another light? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I don't do or say things to hurt anyone, but I've lost friends. And right at this point, Black Logan is my friend. My children are my friend. Anything other than that, stay away from me.
People get, you know, how can I say this? Let's see. People, I don't know how to say this. People get somewhat of, you know, I wouldn't necessarily, it's not a, well, it could be a tinge of jealousy, envy, and certain people could act like it's a competition or something like that, or you competing or whatever.
Why
Look,
would you be in competition with your friend?
That could be the mindset of a person. You know, there's no competition.
What kind of person is in competition with their friend? What kind of person does that? If you my friend, I want to see you win like I'm winning. Why am I going to be in competition with you for what?
Exactly what, you know.
Not a friend. Y'all supposed to team up and be in competition with everyone else. What you think? You don't think that's the way friends supposed to be?
Not necessarily in competition with anybody. Y'all supposed to have that mutual, you know what I'm saying? That mutual understanding with each other, you know what I'm saying? And you know, just the camaraderie and just the energy is supposed to be when a person is on that level of friendship. You know, when you confide in a person, you know, y'all supposed to be able to just put your heads together if you whatever you want to do, or you know, if you confiding in somebody and just telling us, you know,
something.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
That's the way it's supposed to be. But in my reality, it's not like that.
Well,
in my reality, it comes off as I'm bragging. I don't brag. I don't have anything to brag about. I'm not better than anyone.
Well.
I tell people things to help them.
Listen, okay. You could tell something, you know, but you could tell people certain things, but the main thing is, right, what's warranted is this, right? You don't say nothing.
So I'm gonna have a friend. Don't say nothing.
No, you speak.
What kind of friend am I?
You could speak on certain. You could speak on certain things, right? You know, but it all depends, because I don't know, because that's kind of touchy, because from my experience, see, you know, I don't, you know, women are different, and you know, I've seen things like that more so happen with females on various levels. You know what I'm saying? My mother had a friend back in the day, you know, and they were kind of close, you know. I thought that was her best friend at one time. I think at one time they were best friends somewhat. And this is when I was real little, because, you know, I looked at her as like, you know, damn near like an auntie, right? She would come and get me. I would spend nights with her. She had a daughter that we were the same age, and you know, she would take us on outings and stuff like that. And my mother purchased her first home back in the day, right? By herself, single mother, you know, and her friend at that time was married to a guy, you know, and they were living in an apartment or whatever, right? And as soon as my mother told her that, she purchased the home, you know, my mother thought that person would be happy for her, but the person cut her off immediately. It was like, yo, we just told her just like this, we can't be friends no more. And, you know, my mother said, why? Because you bought a house and I don't have one. And
that's crazy.
To that day, just didn't speak to my mother.
That's crazy.
My mother said she saw her years later, and the person just passed her in the street like she was a complete stranger. You know what I'm saying?
Over what? Stupidness.
Over nonsense. You know, it would be better yet, you know, why not ask that person, look,
how'd you do it?
Yeah, how did you do it?
How'd you do it?
Can I get some information? You know what I'm saying? Or, well, I'm going through this. I really don't feel like talking. Everything, you know, you're having a good, you know, your relationship is all good, but I'm going through this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, you know, to meddle in anybody's affairs, but if you call a person, if you're truly genuine with a person, you view that person in some kind of light, you know, it doesn't hurt to just say, look, I'm going through something, man, and just leave it. Let's just leave it at that. You know, we get too caught up on, but this person's gonna talk about me, or they're gonna start spreading rumors about me, or saying or going behind and saying. And a lot of times that's not the case. If someone is really your friend, you know, you don't have to tell them every single aspect or every little thing, right? But you could just say, "Look, I just don't feel like just speaking on. Let's
don't talk about this.
Let's talk about something
At another
else.
time,
Let's
maybe.
do
Let's talk
something
about
else."
this another time.
Exactly. You know, that stuff. That stuff shouldn't play in a relationship. Being envious and jealous and vindictive on certain levels with an individual that you are supposed to be, quote unquote, your friend. You know, you know, that stuff shouldn't happen, man. You know, you should start holding certain things in high esteem. The word friend, when you call somebody a friend, like, this is my friend, right?
Friends to the end.
This is my friend here. You know, I hold that word in high esteem.
I do too.
Everybody else, if I call you a friend or a brother or you know what I'm saying? I hold that in high regard. You know what I mean? Everybody else to me, you know, you're an affiliate, you're an associate.
Exactly. And that's why I don't call anyone my friend anymore, because I don't have any friends. My husband's my friend, my children are my friend. That's it. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this conversation that we had today. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you got an idea on what you want us to talk about next, leave a comment below. But we thank you for watching. We love you.
Dwayne, you moving too fast. You got to tell them, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell in the corner of right below here in the corner. Hit the notification button, right? So you'll be notified when, you know, we put up videos like this on, you know, various topics dealing from the aspect of marriage and relationships, and when you first starting out, and when you in the middle, when you know when
things arise.
Yeah.
Because they do arise. And you do fight. But you know what? When you fight, just don't go to bed angry. Talk about it. Come together. Reason.
When we fight, what I do?
I don't know what
I leave, run. I'm going to tell all you guys now, run, get away, go in the car, something like that.
No.
Go. That's what I do.
Fight till the end.
That's what I go. I don't want to hear none of that stuff, man. I like peace.
But
all guys are simple. We're gonna leave that for another. We're gonna leave that for another video, man. I got some topics. We got some topics that we coming up with. Don't worry, we're gonna surprise y'all. You know, and hopefully we can spark a major conversation.
And we want to go live, so help us to get to 100 subscribers, and we gonna do a live show for y'all. We gonna talk about this. We gonna smoke. Thank you guys for watching. And once again, be happy, be you, and be free. Peace.
Peace.